Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to fix your washer if it's not pumping out and it potentially has a drain pump issue. Well, I can only assume if you clicked on this video, you're having a bad day with your washing machine. Hopefully we're going to make that better. So when you open your machine, if it's stopping mid-cycle, still full of water, not pumping out, we usually have a couple things that could be happening. Either an intermittent pump, that means the pump's starting to go out, or secondly, there could be a clog or something stuck inside your drain pump. So I'm going to show you how to check that. So the first thing you want to do is open up your washing machine, look back here. There should be a booklet or a plastic piece usually there on these similar models. And then you're going to find this book. And then what we're going to do is put it in test mode and see if we can get the washer just to pump first. So let me show you how to check that. So if you open up to the first page, the instructions on how to put it into test mode are right here. So you can kind of take a look at that if you need to, and then I will show you how to do this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn it to the left to clear it. We're gonna go right, 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 left, right. Once all your lights are steadily flashing, that means you're in test mode. Ignore these weird blinks. It's just doing that because it does that when it picks it up on the camera for some reason. So now we're gonna put it into manual test mode. So to do that, it is in the book. I'm gonna show you how to do it directly on here. You're gonna turn this 2 to the right, 2 or 3 to the right, until these two buttons are lit up, and they aren't flashing on in real life. They're actually just both lit up right now. You're gonna press the start button. That puts you into test mode. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this until we have rinse, spin, and done all lit up at the same time. So once those are all lit up at the same time, we're gonna simply press the start button, and that should turn the pump on and start pumping your water out. So make sure your drain hose is still in the drain, and we're gonna see if it pumps. As you can see, it's starting to pump. So we do not have a clog on this washer. If you do have a sock, underwear, or something crazy stuck in your pump, it may not drain. You may just hear a really loud humming noise. What you can do, if the machine just hums, it may not be clogged. It could just be the pump is starting to go out. So you can press start, pause, and do that a couple times, and it might free it up and then eventually start pumping. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let all that water drain out. As you can see, everything's starting to drain. All right, so if it is continually pumping, that's good because it's gonna be able to pump all your water out. And if it did have trouble pumping at first and then it started pumping after you press the button a couple times, I would go ahead and say that is a bad pump. It's starting to go out. So I would go ahead and replace that. And that's what I'm gonna show you how to do next. If your machine did not pump out when you put it in test mode and did that, the hard truth of this is you will have to disconnect the machine. You're gonna have to take it outside. You're gonna either have to tip it back and let all the water drain out, or remove the hose and hopefully all the water will come out. Or if you have some type of pump, you can get, I think Milwaukee or a couple brands make it, you can stick the pump down in the machine and it'll shoot the water out. The easiest way to do it is also kind of difficult depending on if you're able to, is disconnect the machine fully, take it outside, and just dump all the water out. After you do that, then you can do this next step, because if you take this pump off while it's full of water, it will flow everywhere in your house, in your laundry room, and you do not want that. So I'm gonna show you the next step now. This is only after all the water is drained from the machine. So if you do take it outside, if you dump it out, make sure you don't dump it out backwards to where you get water all on your control board. And if you dump it out forwards, make sure you don't get water all down in your electronic lid lock. So the best way to do it is essentially push it to the side, let it flow out either side if you want to just dump it. If the pump and everything's not too clogged, you can just disconnect this drain hose in the back, take it off the machine, and hopefully all the water will just come out. Sometimes you can just lay the hose on the ground and the water will flow out. It just depends on where the clog is in the pump or in the hose or wherever that is. So all you're gonna need to replace the pump is, if you have a drill, you're gonna need a 5/16 drill bit. You could use a ratchet and like a socket if you don't have a drill. And then you're gonna need a set of clamps to remove the hoses around the pump. These are specifically for that. If you don't have those, you can always use vice grips or just a regular pair of pliers. And then you're gonna need your replacement pump. If you have the replacement pump already, you can skip this next part. I'm gonna show you how to find the exact pump for this machine. No hassle, nice and easy. You first wanna get your model number here. And now I'm going to show you exactly how to look up and find that exact pump. Blowout options, and we are going to look for the drain pump. So that should be here, gear case, motor, and pump parts. If it's not under that, then I would be very confused. Alright, then we're going to scroll down. You can look at the diagram here, or you can just look at number 1. There's your pump. This is an OEM pump. This price is what it is. If you go to eBay or Amazon, get an aftermarket, I think you can get them for as low as $20 to $30. What you can do is copy and paste this right here and then price check it with other websites. I definitely wouldn't just go straight for one without cross-checking the price. So, but that will show you the exact part number you need for that machine, so you're not buying a bunch of wrong parts. So as long as you do that, it don't matter where you order the pump from. It's kind of opinion. If you want an OEM, it's always going to be better, in my opinion, but I have no problem with aftermarket parts myself. So that's the pump. After we get that, I'll show you how to get that installed. Alright, once you get your washer completely drained, I'm going to show you how to get the pump off now. So what we're going to do is first unplug the machine, and then we're going to push this cabinet back, and we're going to get underneath. So I'm going to pull this out and lean it up against the wall. Alright, once we get to the bottom of the machine, this is our pump here. The first thing you could check for, you know, if it didn't make any noise or do anything at all, you can check and see if you have a broken pump wire. We're going to remove this. That's being a little stubborn. So that didn't want to pop off. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to use a screwdriver, pop that loose, and then we're going to disconnect the pump wires right here. Sometimes these wires can be broken. So if that's the case, you just need to splice your new connector on, and that would fix your problem. So next we're going to remove those 5/16 screws. 1, 2, and then there's one more down there making 3. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. So we got the last screw out over there, and then there might be a little water when you do this, because sometimes it doesn't get every bit of water out. We're just going to pull this pump down. We got lucky, most of the water got drained, still a little bit in there. And then we're going to disconnect this hose clamp right here. If you have a towel or something, it's not a bad idea to throw that down. So now we're going to get our pliers, and we're going to disconnect this hose from the pump. So we got our pliers on there, so we're going to squeeze that and move the clamp back. And then we're just going to simply remove the hose from the pump. All right, now we have the old pump removed, and we're going to go ahead and install our replacement pump. Here's our replacement pump. I am replacing this with a used pump. I don't have any problem with ordering used or aftermarket parts as long as they work. So we're going to go ahead and install this pump. So if you look at this piece here, it's just going to slide right up in that tube, that hole right there, and then you're going to see where the screw holes line up. 1, 2, 3 screw holes. So that's going to go something like this, and then we're going to screw that in. Now we're going to simply reconnect our wire here, and then we'll be good to go. Anytime you change a new part, what you're going to do, you're going to want to put the machine in test mode. Now we're going to stand our machine back up, and then we're going to hook everything back up and see if it works. All right, so what we're going to do here,
questions, just leave me some comments down below.
just like we did earlier, we're going to go
get your washer up and
3 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. 1, 2.